to get up. It's time to get up. It's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. It's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. Hey.
Some of my most hectic mornings are when I have my young offspring getting ready with me. Because it is something about kids dragging their feet in the morning that makes a reformed thug such as myself fall back into my old young mom thug ways. Parenting gang gang. Baby, listen, when I was a big dog in my young mom heyday, you see, I had my first set of children when I was a young whippersnapper, okay? And this was when I had, like, energy. Like I could go the whole day, y'all, without a nap. Back when I was bigger than everybody I gave birth to. Ask my two older kids. But then I went through a scared straight to gentle parenting program. And this is where I learned that the parenting techniques that I were using, they weren't good. I mean, who knew that spanking, hollering, and screaming was counterproductive when you're trying to raise kids and build self-esteem? Oh, wait, what's a scared straight to gentle parenting program, you ask? Oh, well, that's when you're in therapy one day talking about your childhood, and then you have the realization that one day your children will be talking to somebody about their childhood. I was like, oh, shoot. So I had to hurry up and change things. Well, it was still some time for these kids to forget. Baby, once I realized that my kids were going to be talking about me on somebody's couch, oh, no, I got clean. I went from being a hard mom to now a soft mom. So I adopted gentle parenting for my youngest child, and now I don't flip out in the mornings. I have learned to use other techniques. Manipulation. I'm just kidding. I mean, negotiation. You see, if my kid has anything that they want to do later that day, I let them know that if my morning is bad, then his evening is going to be even worse. If he want to get his clothes on in the morning, like be all slow and stuff, okay, take your time getting them clothes on and be slow. I'm going to be slower paying that Wi-Fi bill. Needless to say, my kid wakes up smiling in the morning. And listen, I want you to wake up smiling too, okay? So come on, it's time to get up, smile, and let's have a non-hectic morning together this morning. It's time for more laughing in the morning. Listen, on today's show, there is no more self-sabotage because, why? Why are we our own villains? No. So let's talk about that over a quick cup of coffee, all right? So I'm going to grab mine and see you right back after the break. Well, let me see if this fits in my garage.
It's important that you get a feel for the car you're buying and the people you're buying from. You don't get either at CarDoom. At Carter Myers Automotive, we're with you every step of the car buying process. Before the purchase, during the purchase, and after the purchase. We'll even bring the vehicle right to your home for you to test drive. Carter Myers Automotive. Owners just do more.
Searching for higher education, a supportive network, and a place to make lifelong friendships? Say hello to Virginia Wesleyan University in Virginia Beach. Virginia Wesleyan is a must-see. To schedule a campus tour, go to vwu.edu/explore.
Good morning, all. I am Allison. I am an entrepreneur. I'm Virginia's comedian. I'm the coolest cornball you gonna ever meet. And I'm everybody's hype girl. Hey! Because everybody deserves a good hype girl in their life. And that's exactly what I am here to do. And this is what we do on Coffee Talk. Listen, I hype you up with affirmations that set the tone and intention for the day. Because how you start the morning, well, that's how you show up for everything else. Today's Coffee Talk is sponsored by Black Please Coffee because, some mornings you just need it black. Please. Listen, this morning, can we talk about self-sabotage? Now, self-sabotage is when we block our own blessings. Oftentimes, we don't do it on purpose. We're not like, I'm going to set myself back today. No, we're not like really doing that. But self-sabotage does indeed set us back. Be it in our small, like daily habits that seem harmless in the moment but adds up, or patterns that hold us back in life or work, or long-term sabotage that affects our future. After we self-sabotage, we realize later, like, dang, I'm gonna pay for that. And we do, y'all. We pay for that. And it's painful. Man, it is painful when we self-inflict our own drama. So can we fix that? All right? Today's Coffee Talk affirmation is, I will not self-sabotage today. Come on, say this with me. I will not self-sabotage today. Tomorrow maybe, but maybe not today. I'm just kidding. One day at a time, right? For real, one time at a time, baby, one time at a time. Because for real, self-sabotage is not the move. It's like a tangled rope. It's when we have everything we need to succeed, but then we twist ourselves up in doubt, procrastination, and perfectionism, which limits our reach. All right, so I grabbed this. This is our visual today, because baby, y'all know I'm going to do a visual. We kind of have to have a visual. So look at this. Can you all see this? This is a cord. It's my charger cord. This cord is like one of my favorites. You got your favorites. This one is my favorite. And you can tell because she's been through a little bit, She been through. Don't judge me. Daggone, your mama been through. Okay, I'm sorry. I know that was uncalled for. First thing in the morning, your mama did not deserve to catch that stray. I just felt like you was, you were judging me. I said it, okay? We don't have no prop budget, daggone, but I'm trying to give you the visual. Get into it. This visual is perfect. This is my long charger. It works on my cell phone. It works on my laptop. It's long, right? So, I don't got to sit by the outlets and just be stuck up against the wall. No. I can plug this in right across the room, baby. I got reach, I can sit on my desk, my couch, my bed. I can be on the bed and roll over without it unplugging. I can plug it in the front of my truck, hand it to somebody in the back seat. Baby, listen, this charger gives me what? Reach and flexibility. This represents how far we can go. That's the visual. Can you see it? It represents how far we can go. But when we aren't thoughtful about our decisions, when we look up one day and then there are knots and tangles that keep us from our potential, most of the time it's unintentional. That's how we, realize oh wow, that's what happens here. So look, it's like a micro decision. That's what a knot is like. A little micro decision, like hitting the snooze button instead of getting up when you playing. That daggone 9 minutes of extra sleep, it don't do nothing. Y'all know it does absolutely nothing but make you later for whatever it is that we set that clock for. That's self-sabotage, right? Here I'm doing another knot. This is a pattern that holds us back. Like downplaying our accomplishments because you don't want to seem too arrogant. Yeah. Am I stepping on toes this morning? Who does that benefit? Not you. It's self-sabotage. One time, y'all, I was trying not to make a group feel intimidated, right? Or as if I was like, Miss Braggadocious. I didn't want to come across like, I thought I was all that, right? So I didn't speak up on something that I had did. Like I didn't disclose some of my accomplishments. And guess what? There was an opportunity that I missed. And it went to someone way less qualified. So here I go. I'm asking the decision maker like, well, why y'all ain't select me? Oh, they were stunned. They didn't know about my background. And they started asking me, why didn't I speak up? Daggone it, self-sabotage, right? You see these knots? Another example. Oh, now this example is one of the goats of self-sabotage. Putting off self-care and health-care because you're too busy. Scared of that deductible, or you don't think it's that serious. You better go to the doctor. You think that discolored toenail is only a little bit of fungus? You better go to the doctor now before they tell you they can't even give you no cream or something. Don't you wait until the only option you got is to shoot that foot off in the backyard. It's too late. That is self-sabotage, people. Another example, stay in a job or relationship that makes you miserable. Okay, now hold on now. I'm gonna have to cut the audio on this one because I'm still healing. And this a clean show. Anywho, self-sabotage is just like this. Our potential is all here, but our own habits, our thoughts, they keep us tied up and it limits our reach. And today we're done with it. No more tying ourselves up because of fear, because of doubt, because of excuses. It does not serve us. No holding back, no more playing safe. Today, not today, okay? Today is high capacity. And we don't operate at high capacity because others deserve it. We do it for ourselves. We do it because the impact benefits us. So now, say it with me. I will not self-sabotage today. Okay? I'm not self-sabotaging today. That's old us. All right. I'm feeling the energy, baby. Okay? Look, can we keep this thing going? Coming up is an interview to help us elevate by this time next year. So we got to keep it going. I am talking with a good friend of mine. His name is Cameron Cohran. Now, he is one of my finance advisors that I reach out to for advice. He's an experienced loan underwriter. So for anybody who is looking for like a small business loan or to purchase a house by this time next year, you're going to get a lot of value out of hearing the advice from this banking back office expert. Shout out to our Virginia Wesleyan sponsors for this episode. Virginia Wesleyan gonna help us, y'all. They help us keep the education, the financial empowerment, and the professional and personal development going. So I'm thankful, and I don't want you to miss this segment. So stay right there. We will be right back.
Searching for higher education, a supportive network, and a place to make lifelong friendships? Say hello to Virginia Wesleyan University in Virginia Beach. Virginia Wesleyan is a must-see. To schedule a campus tour, go to vwu.edu/.
Welcome back, everyone. Do you have a goal to secure a small business loan or purchase a home by this time next year? Come on, let me know. Seriously, let me know in the comments. Like in social media or on our website, I really want your feedback. I think this conversation is going to change the game for you and I. I am doing both, getting a mortgage, also doing some small business growth this year. So listen, I'm here for this conversation. I called my good friend Cameron Cohran, one of the finance advisors I personally turn to for guidance. And he's also a real friend. Let me just, give you a little tea. He's an ally. He's a family man. And fun fact, his wife and I have the same birthday, so we celebrate together. Gang, gang. As an experienced loan underwriter, Cameron knows exactly what lenders are looking for and how you can position yourself for success. So whether you're gearing up for home ownership, expanding your business, or you just want to be more financially prepared, turn the volume up, okay? Let's jump into this interview. I am so excited to have you this morning. Thank you so much for showing up for me.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Excited to have this conversation with you. It's long overdue.
Yeah, it is. It is long overdue. So, okay, I want to tap into your brain. I want to pull some stuff out. As you know, I got like all kinds of things that I am trying to do in my life. Personally, I got financial things I'm trying to do. For my business, I'm trying to do things. So I know that, I pull on you for a little bit of everything. Hey, Cameron, what you think? Hey, Cameron, this is what I got working with. How should I play my hand? I want to focus so I don't have the audience like pum, 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 pum with me. Let me just focus on one thing at a time. So can I extract some of your wisdom regarding small business, financial type of improvement in our situations? Okay, so we're going to think small business side. All right.
Sure, let's do that.
All right. So Cameron, one of the things that I want to ask you is, from your experience with, working in financial institutions that look at small businesses and they're approving and not approving, can you first of all give me like a high level strategy? This may not even be on your notes, but a high level strategy of how we should be thinking about leveraging banks because, like me, myself, I came from, you don't mess with a bank. It's not good. But I realize a bank can be a tool. So can you kind of level set for us in the audience with what perspective and strategy you coming from with your recommendations?
Yeah. So, as a banker, we're looking at opportunities to work with businesses that, we can lend to and will make good investments essentially. But, from the business side, really what you want to do is know your financials well enough so that you can effectively communicate what is going to be a good loan for you, and knowing how to use it. It really just fits into your business operation. So I think that's really key, is just starting there with your business operation, your budget, and knowing what gaps you have and understanding how a bank can help you with capital to fill in those gaps.
Okay. So that's definitely really helpful from that technical side. Like I'm hearing to my question, that would have been, well, how do we position ourselves or prove ourselves, so to speak, to a bank that we are a good investment? I'm hearing you say, all right, well, how you know your numbers, like show that you know the financial pieces of your own business, have your documentation, your paperwork in order. Is that what you mean or is that the right answer, the way to think about?
Yeah, I think that's an excellent start. Every bank's different, so they're going to have different questions to ask you, and how that relationship looks, starts, and it continues after the closing of a loan is all going to be different. But at the end of the day, you are the expert on your type of business. Us as lenders, we have the pleasure of learning about everybody's businesses and how they operate and stuff, but we're generalists. So, we're really depending on you to know your operation and financials so that we can have an understanding of it, and then we can, put it in our banker minds to basically communicate to the powers that be within the bank so that we can say, yeah, this is good. They really know their stuff, and this is why the investment in this is going to work.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Cameron, one of the things that like you have helped me with in my mindset shift, because I feel like some of it is a mindset shift. Like, what is your mindset towards the bank? And in some areas, there's opportunity to shift it once you realize that a financial institution can be a conduit or a vehicle or like a path, a bridge for you to get to what you need, your dreams, right? Or your goals. I know you helped me to like see it differently of instead of looking at banks like, the enemy or the all up in the business, they can be the means to me being able to afford or me being able to have the resource to hire two more people that I need to, like, for example, in my production, I need to bring some more people to the team, but it's like, well, if I don't have my whatever coming in yet, how I'm gonna tell these people I got this good product? And so that's a way that you help me shift my mindset. Well, if you stop thinking about the bank as the enemy, you realize that the bank can be a tool because they can help you, or you can get good debt or go finish this for me. Make it sound right, Cameron.
Yeah. So, a lot of people come in with the understanding of banks from either like credit cards, which are high interest rate, and the terms really, in most cases, are favorable towards the bank and not the consumer. So, that's frustrating. And then on the mortgage side, it's like you as a consumer, you're just looking for housing. And then all of a sudden you got to work with this other partner who, quite frankly, is really evasive. They want to know their tax returns, your financials, your work situation. And it's like, that's more than I tell my parents. Like, why, So, you're coming in with that mindset. And then when it comes to like banking and business, it's a true partnership. We're providing capital, and, we don't give advisory services, but we can help guide you towards that goal if we know where you currently are. And more importantly, in addition to that, I think the other thing about having a great banking partner is also them being able to tell you no, even if you don't see that, and you being able to trust them saying like, okay, maybe this loan right now is not a good idea. I think it is, but they're saying no. And getting through that and coming to a term where maybe it's a lower loan amount, or maybe it's just a different type of loan in general, So working through that is kind of where the value is and how it's so much different than where most people come from the consumer side.
Okay. All right. Wait, this is good. This is helpful. Thank you. So, so many good questions. All right. So you talked about, like you mentioned, sometimes it can feel like the bank is being evasive, right? I love that word. How do we know? Help me to understand, you as an ally, as a friend to me, somebody who cares, for your homegirl, Allison. I'm going out and we all across the different places of the world. And I'm just like, Cameron, I feel like that was like, what's the line between evasive versus I'm being like some weird stuff, right? Because everybody doesn't have an amazing experience, and some people are able to just walk in and, hey, I'd like to get some support on this, and they come back like, oh, it's fluid for me, and other people they leave out of there beat down. And is that always because of your own situation you bring to the table, or in what ways should I know maybe this isn't the bank I want to partner with or the financial institution I want to partner with because the evasive was too evasive? I be
Yeah,
asking a lot of questions in one, but help me.
yeah, I get it. Sometimes, like, depending on the situation, and one example I think would be evasive. Unfortunately, sometimes with clients, we need to like monitor their financials monthly, which is, evasive, but also it's a lot of work on you as the borrower to be doing your business and then also having to prepare good looking financial statements that don't cause further questions.
Mhm.
So I think there's several ways to approach it. The short answer is you got to use your own intuition. And at the end of the day, who you work with is, the reason you're running a small business is to choose to who you work with. So make sure those people are the people you want to work with. So, don't just stop at one bank and see how that is and make your experience just off that one. You wouldn't ever hire an employee just off one. So why partner with a bank just off the first interview? The
Yeah.
second thing, I would definitely seek out advice from people in the same industry. Different banks are experts in different things. For example, one bank I worked with, they did a ton of construction for solar projects, which is great. However, I worked at another bank at another time in my career, and guess what? That bank would have never touched it. You probably would have been ashamed if you, as a loan officer, brought that type of deal in. So, it's not just you. It's kind of what we call an industry credit culture. That also determines who you are. So, not every bank is a good fit for every type of small business. And you got to find the one who's going to be willing to work with you. And I'll also throw out there, not just banks, look at credit unions too.
Okay, I like that. That's good. And I think that helps too for anybody who's listening, because there's a confidence component that we really ignore. Some of these emotional pieces in life we don't address, but they really do keep us from excelling, because if I don't have the confidence to admit to somebody like, this is where my finances, to look at it myself, to have hold my head up high and to find a partner, be willing to be rejected or redirected, then I'm going to miss opportunities, or I'm going to miss learning from somebody like you who's like, yeah, just don't stop at number one.
Yeah.
Like low confidence will make you be like, well, I'm just not even going to hear a no. Whereas when you say, listen, I got to do what I got to do, then you realize that no just got you to the next answer, which is Bob down the street might have got told no too, if it's not the right fit. So just go find somebody else. So I appreciate that. That just really kind of helped me. And so you are really helping us to make those steps forward in our businesses by this time next year. And I did want to ask you about personal finance, but I gotta not hold you hostage. And
That's
so,
all right. We can do it again later.
okay, good. Okay, we're gonna bring you back, and then we'll just focus on, for those of us who want to buy property or do other types of personal finance type things, leveraging or using a bank, especially now that we're seeing banks as partners as opposed to as, enemies, especially the community banks and the small banks. Shout out to you all, and the special work that you do to get some of the micro and small businesses. So before you go, we have one question for you. And you can answer either. Well, here's the question. What do you recommend for small businesses to be doing so that they can position themselves, so they can better leverage your bank by this time next year?
Yeah, that always varies, but I think the one thing that if you're not doing, you won't be able to get anything else done is get your financials in order. And if you don't know how to do that, it is worth every penny to go find the bookkeeper or the CPA to get your finances in order, know where you are, and have a budget to see, what can you actually do. Your goals might not take, you may think it needs 1 year, but there's nothing wrong with taking that goal, realizing you can't do it in 1 year and realizing it takes 5. You're going to still achieve it, and that's hopefully is going to be fulfilling for you. So yeah, just really being able to size it up and then share that story with other people. That's really how you get there. And hopefully it's in 1 year.
I appreciate that, Cameron. And I feel like, it was almost like you talking to me. I know you're talking to me, but that's all right. It's for the audience, y'all. But this is, he low key, he on my feet. This ain't got nothing to do with
Hey, everybody needs it. Everybody.
Everybody needs it. And everybody needs a Cameron. And Cameron, thanks for being my homie. I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by this show. If you enjoyed this segment with Cameron, can you please let us know on social media, on the website, and let me know what other, because you see Cameron, you see the resource we got. So let me know what other kind of questions you want me to ask him when we bring him back. Cameron, I really appreciate you for rocking with me for our session we did on a different platform. Last year? Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, it's been here. Yeah, so it's good to be back here, and I can't wait to see what everybody has as far as other questions, and hopefully I'll be back on soon.
Yes, hopefully you will. You will. Thank you. All right. So listen, everybody, don't leave because there is more laughing in the morning right after the break. Well, that's a wrap for today's episode of More Laughing in the Morning. We started with laughs, we stirred up some coffee talk, got inspired about where we will be by this time next year, and it left us with a lot to think and laugh about. Remember, don't you sabotage yourself today, okay? All right, because we want to keep striving, thriving, and most importantly, keep laughing. If you love today's show, please don't forget to share it, tag us, and tell a friend. Thank you to our title sponsors, Virginia Wesleyan College, and to our interns. Thank you to my More Laughing team and our More Laughing VIPs who are the OGs. Say what? The original gigglers. Started from the bottom, now we here, y'all. The OGs, I appreciate you so very much. Thank you to the production crew at Sky4 TV, and thanks to you. That's right, you. I appreciate you for hanging out with me this morning. So we will be back again, same time, same place, with more laughing, more learning, and more growing together. Because I don't want to go up without you, okay? So meet me here tomorrow for more laughing in the morning. I am Allison, and I am out. Cue the music. Toodles.